let you guys know what I've been currently reading. I feel like I've been neglected to you guys in my reading journey because we do see me posting gym and the fitness content, but I don't be doing that all the time. I do still read my books because I'm a multifaceted person and my ADHD just gives me too much anxiety. So, this is what I just finished reading, The Sword Catcher. It's a book for sure. It's by Cassandra Clare. Um, I don't know anything about the book series. I saw this book cover for the book two. I saw the fan art on Instagram. Okay, so I was like, I need to get it. I'm kind of mad this one doesn't have a pretty cover like the second one, but hey, here we are. Um, See, when I read my books, I do take the cover off because I don't like to bend it or crisp it or whatever, and I use like something to bookmark. Now, I I don't know how I feel about the book. Like, honestly, like I finished the book, and I maybe it's because I went into it very blindly. I didn't know what to expect. Now, it was a little tough for me to read in the beginning because the prologue in the first book is really, really long. I got through it. We got through it. We finished the book. I'm reading the second one. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I might as well go into it. I didn't like the consistent POV switching. Now I understand why we need to POV switch because we're learning from another character's point of view, but for some reason I thought the main focus was going to be on the two guys. And we were just going to switch POVs for both guys' perspective, you know, from the prince to whatever the situation was at the time. So I was not expecting. Now I understand why we need Lynn's point of view, but it's still kind of frustrating when I first started reading the book because you're into the one man's point of view and then switching to her point of view is kind of like I didn't personally care for her at the time. You end up caring for her at the end of the book, and I understand the beginning of the book, but it took me a little bit minute. Just for me, that's personally that's me. I know people love Lynn and Connor's relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wish I got more of Antoinette. I understand that he has a love interest, but it's like barely there, non-existent. I don't even know how to like, yeah, yeah. And then this book, we go into the book, and now we're getting a galore more POVs. I was already frustrated with the POVs because like the switching. I don't think it's. I think it's the switching of the POVs when I'm in like a moment in one POV, and I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere, and then we switch. It just like, huh? It just kept rubbing me the wrong way, and I'm like, I've never read a book by her before, so yeah, this is me, my first time reading the book. So I was like, you know, then it gets more, it gets worse, like the POV switching for me personally. I think that's why I didn't like, um, damn, I can't remember. There was this one book that I really loved the first book, and then like the second book, they started POV switching from like these secondary characters that weren't really the strongest characters in the first book, and I just really didn't care to get their switch. Like sometimes what it feels like in this new the second book. It's kind of like, okay, I get it. But is there not a better way to like get us these details in the conversation from the main character point of view? So I'm gonna read this, finish it. I'm almost there. We're like halfway there, and then I don't know. I'm gonna read. Yeah, I read the God and Monsters series, and that shit was peak for me. And reading this after really didn't help. But maybe it's because you know, but you can tell the difference. This one's clearly smaller. Um, so let's see if book two sways my mind. But I don't know. I don't think this would be a book, me personally, that I would just recommend. I think it would be like a book that I will like suggest to people if they want to get into fantasy and it's like very, you know, if you like fantasy and you're like more heavy into like the development of the area and the story, kind of, sort of, really. Yeah. But the romance in here is barely there to me personally. If you're like a romance girly and you want like romance and like more yearning, like there is yearning, but to me, I feel like we don't get enough information or like enough moments with what's his name? It's not Connor, it's the other one. Oh, I can't even remember. Give me a second. Kel. We don't get Kel and Antoinette's yearning that much. Like I understand that they like each other, but like I don't. I feel like the yearning could have been more. Like we could have had a more chef's kiss moment, and then we get Lynn and Connor. We get more yearning from Lynn and Connor But like I feel like Kel's also like a main POV that we get a lot of, so I don't understand why it's whatever. It just frustrates me. I'm sorry. I'm going on a tangent. Anyways, that's my 5 minute spill on that. I might come back and be like, fuck y'all guys, this the second book really switched my POV, blah 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 blah. Now I feel like I invested in both books, so I might have to read the whole entire series to see if it gets better. Or I might sell the books and just like say, fuck it, I don't need to know what happens next. Like, you know, to each their own. To each their own. But thank you so much for I really love this art though of Lynn and Connor. Like, very cutesy, very demure. I can't wait until I hope this moment is in this book. So let's see. Besitos, bye.